How are we doing, everybody? Welcome back to the Paleopod. Today, we will be talking about Dead Sound's newest Dinosauria episode, as well as Jurassic World Evolution 3 and some new awesome duck-billed dinosaur news. So, yeah, let's get rolling into it. So, first of all, Hunted by Moonlight.
Yes.
Love it.
Great
Love
short.
it.
Amazing short. Never misses a beat.
Gorgeously well animated, as always.
No, like it's. I love the color scheme of this one. I've watched it so many times because it's probably my favorite one he's done so far, and just the mixtures of the colors, the nighttime, the kind of like glowiness to it as well. It's just so cool. And the little story behind it is adorable and terrifying as well. I like the fact it goes into the mix of dark fantasies and like folklore. It used to be one of my favorite things is like listening to about folklore and the way it was made to scare kids to going into dangerous places like the woods, the bogs, and things like that. And that's what he's like built that story off, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, and I really love the speculative thing with the crests. I love that. That was super creative and how it like blends in with the glowing mushrooms. That was awesome. It's such a nice touch.
It's a cool scene, just where it's like lurking around, watching them, like, "What are you doing down there, guys?"
Yeah. The one with it like up against the tree like this between the two mushroom like spots. That was
Yeah.
so creepy. Because like you're just kind of squinting at it and you're like, is it actually there or am I seeing things?
The kind of vibes I gave to me was like Jurassic World and the Indominus Rex when it's like, it can camouflage! That's the kind of like feel that gave to me. Or like the whole Spinosaurus just there waiting to watch them turn around. In JP3, that's oh man, it's a cool moment in that little film. Which I love.
Yeah. What were the little armored bipedal things? I presume they were
Skelly.
Scutellosaurus.
Scutellosaurus. There we go.
God,
I always call Skellydosaurus.
Yeah, this short had Scutellosaurus, Cerosaurus was the basal sauropodomorph, and of course the main villains, the Dilophosaurs, the Dilophosaur siblings, to be exact.
Yeah.
Non-venomous this time.
Non-venomous. That's my biggest
actual size.
That is my biggest takeaway. Well, one of my biggest takeaways is that nowadays we don't really get proper Dilophosaurs in media, at least not too frequently. It's always based off of a Jurassic Park or it's inspired from Jurassic Park. Dead Sound gave us the proper 8-foot tall, huge crested, elongated body Dilophosaurus that we deserve, quite frankly. Even with some cool things like some speculative feathers on the crest and on the back of the animal, and just some really cool colors in general. So it looked beautiful.
I feel like Jurassic. Ooh, yeah, beautiful. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. I feel like Jurassic Park has forced a lot of creative media in the sense of, we're going to have to display Dilophosaurs like that because no one will believe us if we display it the correct way.
And we're looking at you, Ark.
Yeah, Ark carried on with that scene as well, didn't they?
Ark, or
I feel like Ark's a
Yeah.
I feel like Ark's a massive issue when it comes to like what people expect from prehistoric life. Like Beetle Buffalo has to be the biggest thing going. Like so many people are like, oh, it's so big and huge and all the rest of it. It's like, it's like only a little bit bigger than a cane toad, right?
Yeah.
and it actually got resized recently. Funnily enough, I heard that it's possibly even smaller now. Yeah,
man.
So might actually be smaller than what was the one you said?
I said cane toad, the African cane frog, even not a toad.
Yeah. Man, I really wish and I really want to, especially with Halloween coming just around the corner. I would love to see more people take like the really interesting and unique display features of dinosaurs and do more things like Dead Sound did. Like imagine this, but with Cryolophosaurus or Mono or even Spino. Imagine what you could do with Spino.
A lot. There was something I saw. It was a piece of paleo art. I think it was of a a Carcharodon saurid of kind, and it had like eyes on the front part of its mouth, which were even bigger.
Oh,
And I was like, that's so cool. Like, that's a cool, obviously, to scare off other Caracaras from like attempting to get near it and be like, oh, it's watching me, even though it's probably asleep or something. Well, that was a bit of cool little
yeah.
artwork.
I think didn't I send that to you on Instagram?
You might have done. You might have done.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I know I saw it recently. I was like, oh, that's sick. That's
Yeah, that piece was definitely on
Yeah, it was
Instagram.
you.
I think it was done by Hater, if I'm not mistaken.
Hater
Amazing,
Fury.
amazing artist. He actually showed up in the newest Mesozoic Art 2 because I saw his work in there. And yeah, it's a really fun idea. Basically, the whole antorbital fenestra, that whole section where that would have been, he basically just did like a giant green eye that fills in that whole place. Such a fun idea. And that kind of like leads into the most common eye designs in dinosaur media or dinosaur art, and that's like on ceratopsians where they just have giant eyes on their frills.
Oh yeah, I love that.
That's always
I
a
love
fun
that
idea.
so much. Yeah. I think I've mentioned it in the past, but I was doing the video on like the Tyrannosaur ceratopsid like rivalry because that's always fascinating to me. These two families just evolving side by side for like 30 million years. And there was a piece that I had found on Instagram that had a Tyrannosaur and a ceratopsid like facing off, and the crest of the ceratopsid looked exactly like the face of the Tyrannosaur, like the same facial markings of the Tyrannosaur, just on the crest of the ceratopsid.
I think I've
That is
seen
so
that.
cool. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
I think it's an interesting idea, isn't it? So you're
Mm.
is that me? Where did my food go?
Oh man. Hmm. I I know Spinosaurus has shown up in Dead Sound Sauria already. I remember that. I really want to see a Spinos appearance in Dinosauria. I want to see what he does with that. What he could do
It
with
probably
it.
looked the same, relatively speaking. It was
Really?
already accurate
Yeah.
in Soria. He didn't like change it at all to
Hmm.
make it was just taken over by the evil pterosaur people. So it was just kind of like possessed with all that. But it wasn't it was an accurate like portrayal of Spinosaurus. So if it showed up in Dinosauria, it would probably look relatively the same. Maybe different colors, but yeah, it'd probably look the same.
Hmm.
Which, by the way, that's a good horror episode if you guys remember that from Soria with the evil pterosaur people. That was a
Yeah.
fun episode. Possessed some stegosaurs. They possessed Lissovicia. They possessed Spinosaurus. It's fun. There's some of that, like
Yeah.
I like horror
Cthulhu
vibes
stuff.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, it was some of that H.P. Lovecraft horror, which is always really fun.
I like looking at his older like concept artwork for the new film he had out, and in it there's like these really zombie looking parasaurs which I thought was ace. It's so creepy just like looking down the corner of the screen and just seeing a Megaraptor head on looking at you. I get why it worries you because I just it's the glowing green eyes as well. For audio listeners, Lakota's currently a Megaraptor from
Yeah.
it's the Ark skin, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the ASA Mega Raptor.
Oh wow!
Love how it took us this long to mention that.
I guess. Wow, that really goes to show how good they did with that design because I didn't even know that was from Ark. That was the Ark design. That's
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Good job.
Yeah, really well made. For
Some
once.
of the stuff coming out in Ark is actually looking quite nice.
Yeah,
really.
I've actually only ever seen the concept art. I never actually saw its in-game model. That's very nice. That's very good.
Yeah.
I like the red one. It kind of gives me like the JP3 Spinosaurus vibes. The way it looks.
Yeah. Oh, I wish there was more creativity. Like a lot of the other Ark and Jurassic World skins, they have like color sliders for certain color regions. Unfortunately, this one does not have that right now, but that's okay. So I'm stuck with presets, but it's all right. But yeah, I actually, since we brought up Soria, I've got to ask. And I've been playing Mass Effect recently, and there's like a whole race of people in Mass Effect that are compared to dinosaurs quite often. What do y'all think? Like, there was the Troodon study, like way, way back. What do y'all think an actual sapient dinosaur would look like?
I don't think it would look like a human.
No.
It's very unlikely that it would look like a
Yeah.
human. So we could rule that out right away. But it's tough to say because the only like when we're talking about like sentience in that way, obviously we only think of humans, so it's hard to not make them look like a human. Like realistically, what would they look like?
Mm-hmm.
They would have
They
big
have to
heads.
do like everything. Yeah, I'd say like big hands, thumb, a plausible digit, which would help them grasp things. Maybe still evolve like eventually, maybe one of those hardened beaks with a precision tongue for moving stuff around as well. Maybe like parrots and stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really, the only correct answer is what's in your head, really, isn't it? Like it's going into speculative evolution is just it's a rabbit hole.
It is. I love it. Spec Evo's awesome. But yeah, they imagine if they had come from Megaraptors though. Like a sapient race of dinosaurs evolved from Megaraptors. They've already got the ability to somewhat pronate their wrists, and you just elongate their limbs a bit more. Ugh. Creepy.
What are the qualifications for an animal to be sentient? Does it need like opposable thumbs and arms and stuff like that to be considered sentient? Because I don't think so.
Well, moreover, what I meant was like if they were to develop higher intelligence and then use tools and then the ability to control fire and then eventually like grow into a society.
I was going to say,
like
would it mainly consist of civilization when you class full
Yeah.
sentience?
Yeah.
Being able to work in a group with laws and things. Because you had like that, I thought it was really cool, that octopus city, where these octopuses, which don't usually socialize, are all socialized together in one spot and taking turns to do certain tasks and things like this. And that's kind of almost like the basis for a civilization with octopuses.
Those things already look like aliens, I'll be fair. They could come out with a study tomorrow saying cephalopods are all aliens, and I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
There was a cuttlefish, and it started mimicking the person's face who feeds it all the time. So you just see this weird human-looking face come out of the water towards him when it's ready for food time, which is just Happy Valley's like.
That's so creepy. I hate that. I saw that video too, and it's ugh.
I love it.
No, I didn't like that.
Talking about horror vibes, which like when you look at some prehistoric squid, like you full well know they would terrorize humans, especially the ones that we think would live closer to the surface. Because the largest squid that we know of, body to weight size, already hunts humans as it is, and they hunt in packs of thousands, which is just terrifying. Like, could you imagine like a horror scene? It's like Jaws, so someone swimming, and then just thousands of these squids just like dinner time. I think I'd be more scary than Jaws, to be honest. Because you hear about like fishermen having to fight them as they're trying to pull them off their little fishing boats. Like I can't remember what it is, but it's like certain times of the year, but like, oh yeah, you go out fishing, you need a bigger boat or something like that.
No, that's creepy. I didn't know there were like packs of squids that would hunt humans.
Well, they're not specifically hunting. They're hunting anything they can get their hands on. But they're that strong. if someone's stupid enough, they will quite happily drag you down, and then obviously that beak's going to make short work of you because it's a really strong beak as well. Like bites from them, not nice. But when they come up to they're coming up in like thousands to go hunting, and I can't. There's a few like tails, but it's very plausible. And then other people saying, "Oh yeah, I've just seen it where they've had to wrestle this thing and had help from their other crewmen to stop this thing from dragging them off the boat." I can't remember his full name. I know his nickname is the Devil Squid, but it's the largest. I'll get your full name for you.
Never seen this thing before.
Is it a Humboldt? Bear with me.
Squid.
Yeah, Humboldt squid, Dostidius gigas.
Oh.
And it's pretty well known. It says here straight away, it's well known for being aggressive behavior towards humans, particularly during feeding times.
Oh God, they've got like spikes on their arms. That's so disturbing.
And this is not even one of the bigger ones, but it is
Oh God.
a fair size.
Okay, hold on. Maybe I'm crazy. But wasn't there a movie called Sharktopus or something? Where it was like a shark octopus hybrid?
That sounds great, but I've never heard of it.
I think there was.
I think there is.
I don't know why I just remember that. But yeah. Probably made by the same people who did Shark Tornado or Sharknado.
Most likely.
Yeah. What a stupid collection of movies.
Oh man, the shark yeah, is a real thing.
Yeah.
Oh god, that thing's
Yeah.
I can't share that one, but man.
The CGI is awful. It's so bad. Man, that is a huge squid. Actually, you know what? What is y'all's favorite genre of horror? Now that we're talking about spooky stuff.
Probably like
I'm a big
like
fan
gore.
of
cosmic horror.
Oh. Yeah, just the feeling of like nothing, like Cthulhu-esque, like nothing you do can like will matter because it's just kind of inevitable type stuff. So
Is that what Cosmo horror is? Or is it not? I was instantly thinking about space horrors then.
well, that can go into it. There's like Eldritch horror, which is like the more Cthulhu-esque, but in the same way, there are plenty of ways that you could write space horror. Like, have y'all heard of what was it, like the Star Weird in Star Wars?
I've spoke about a fair few times. That could easily be made as a horror. Like Star Wars could have their own horror show where it's like one of those cruise ships, the holiday cruise ships, and then it just stops working mid-space because one of these things are just picking the people off one by one on there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. That would be a cool horror. But no, my favorite horror. I like my gore horrors more than anything, but I really liked Apollo 11. I think it was Apollo 11 where they go to the moon on another moon mission, and like all the rocks that are on the moon are actually these weird spider creatures.
Oh.
And they just all start attacking them. And obviously, because you're in space, there's nothing you can do. You can't really get away from them. And by the time they've already like evacuated the moon, they've already got into the spaceship.
Mm.
And I thought it was a cool horror.
Yeah.
Because it really did make you feel claustrophobic whilst watching it.
What about you, Dino?
I don't even know. I think I like paranormal horror. At least that's the one that makes me uneasy the most. I don't watch a lot of horror. I only watch like Halloween every year around Halloween, and that's about it.
Halloween.
Halloween's a good one. I like the first Halloween and the 2018 one. The rest, they don't exist in my mind.
The Rob Zombie ones.
Rob Zombie ones, yeah. No. Or the ones
Yeah,
that
man.
the two that came out after 2018s. I can't stand those two.
I like classic horrors, but I don't find them scary.
No.
But they're just really funny, like fun to watch.
Yeah, I agree. They're just a good time, you know?
I feel like
Yeah.
cheap jump scares do get me, but it's very rare. Because like a lot of these horror movies are very corny, and you're like, oh, he's gonna pop out from behind the chair. Oh, there he is. I'm waiting for you, buddy. The only thing I've really jumped at in the past few years that's been out was Jurassic World Dominion of the Dimetrodon.
Really?
That's what I mean. Cinema really leaned forward. Like, oh, okay, they got it. It's like Jesus. Like, I was not ready for that. It's a horror film.
Huh? It's my great cousin. I never thought I'd see it again.
Man, that's a weird reptile mammal. A mammal.
Remanuel. Man, did you guys ever see the movie Nope?
Yep.
Oh,
He's like, did you guys see the movie Nope? Nope. No, but Nope is good though.
Nope.
it is. That there is one scene that I'm not gonna get too into that literally for like the next few days I was like, God, what did I just watch?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's the scene where they're all getting like, but with the picked up by the alien or entity or whatever jean jackets.
Yeah.
That scene, like for days, I was like, "What?"
Well, the noises.
Why did I watch that?
The noises?
Yes.
The noises.
Is that the one where the woman's trapped in a house being like hunted down by this really weird long-legged grey?
No.
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 I know what you're
That had
talking
some
about,
weird
but that's not
noises.
Mm.
No.
I've seen that one too. Yeah. Man, no, it's man, I don't know. That one honestly,
Oh,
I've broken.
Oh no.
Hold on.
So we'll be
I think my
continuing
VR is
this
broken. Hold on.
without the Mega Raptor. Yeah. No more Mega Raptor.
Y'all go on, I'll figure it out.
You figured it out. That's always good. If you were to do a dinosaur horror, how would you do it?
A dinosaur horror, I think. A lot of people want to use predatory dinosaurs, but I think we need more herbivorous animals kind of tearing things up.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Because you could so start it off being this like really romanticized scene. Like people like, oh wow, look at that. Look at Edmontosaurus, isn't it? Lovely. And then you could instantly just turn into gore as it flattens everyone and purposely chases them off the field and they just can't outrun it.
Yeah. It turns into a movie of just trying to survive like this giant animal that people like to call the cows.
Yeah. Oh, could you imagine? Oh, another like horrific scene that you could add to horror. You just see one side of the like it's some ceratopsian, and it's like, oh, it's nice. It's there eating some leaves, and like, oh, I know this. This is just a herbivore. And as it turns its head to see what the noise is behind it, it's already got a human spear to one of its brow horns.
Just couldn't get it off, so now I'm stuck with it.
No, just like decomposing, just like people are like, oh no,
oh no, why? But you don't eat us.
Oh, what's going on? Lakota's doing something. This is why we see him in human form.
He'll probably just switch back to his camera, if I were to guess.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or disappear completely.
Or just do that. Yep. Tisk.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
Sorry, I'm back. That that's my join sound.
Oh, is it?
It's the Utyrannus laugh from Path.
Are you? How are you joining us?
Oh.
Are you in human form now? He is in human
Yeah.
form.
Good old Homo sapien over here.
Yeah, I'm a
Yeah.
fraud.
Okay, so
Sorry.
Lakota, what if you were to have a dinosaur horror film? What would you want it to be centered around? I've said herbivorous dinosaurs, and biology brought up a great idea of having like someone shish kebabbed on a triceratops horn.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah.
Man, that's hard for me to say. There was this idea that I had for like where I think like instead of Rebirth, where I think the Jurassic franchise should have gone, you could do like this will be something like set in the Jurassic universe, like after Dominion, all the dinosaurs are free, whatever. We already saw like the breeding facilities and like the illegal breeding and trading of the dinosaurs. So why not set like a whole movie on like a ranch and where this guy has like, I don't know, friends or someone over and he's like secretly illegally breeding large theropod dinosaurs and they get out and they're like bred to be like more scientifically accurate. So you have like the really elongated Dilophosaurus creeping around a house. Um Maybe do like a large feathered theropod in the woods, maybe set it somewhere up north with a lot of snow. I think that would be a lot of fun. A lot of things you could do with that.
Mhm.
That'd be cool.
No.
I feel for myself, I have so many ideas for a show ahead, but I think one of my favorites, I would completely change it a little bit. I'd really like the idea of the Draco Rex being the dragon in Primeval to that medieval knight.
Mm.
But what I'd have like zero explanation how it even got there, but just a swarm of Dimorphodons and just have them like almost like sky piranhas in a sense. And like,
Ooh.
but the film would never, I'd never advertise the film to be like, this is going to be a straight up horror. It's just like a medieval flick, kind of thing. Like, it starts off with like a war scene with different like factions, and then they all go home after the war, and then they're kind of tormented at night times by what they think is just bats. But obviously, with like a lot of houses back then only being like thatched, they could have them like just like nibbling away, and then during the day they're just not there, and they're like, oh, what's going on? And then like the next night, that's when they all start breaking into people's houses and picking at them, and it would just be like I'd probably try and hide it for a good while. There'd just be mysterious bodies, almost like just not quite bone, but nearly bone, just left. And it'd be because I think there was a scene a bit like that in Primeval already, and it was a type of Ramphorhynchid. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it was Orognathus, wasn't it?
Oh
Was
yeah,
it?
it was an Neuragnethus. It looked really
Yeah,
bad, but yeah,
yeah. Oh yeah, it looked
it would
terrible,
look
but it looked
terrible.
terrifying. Trying to get into like this golf course house or something like that, some
Yeah, it was like
mansion that they're trying to break into.
yeah.
It was a good episode. I enjoyed it. Like it was a very weird look for them, but the premise between that medieval blue dimorphodon, like
I can dig
it's
it.
only
I
for
can dig it.
even the Jurassic World made them look weird, but I think even naturally that'd be pretty terrifying. Like I see
Hmm.
people run away from Jack Russells are barking at them. So
Oh,
if it was had wings and was diving at them,
they'd run from that. They'd run from that. It's got those little needle teeth too.
mm,
Oh yeah. What weird creatures, man.
oh yeah,
Man, there's a lot of dinosaurs I think people are underutilizing in like movies and TV shows. Man,
oh yeah.
do so much. Like, I'd love to see Concavenator more. Like, do like a whole like I don't know, like a whole movie and it's like a land shark. You always see like the fin on its back.
That'd be cool.
Man, What? Oh, I just looked at what biology put in the text channel on the right.
Do you like that?
Less accurate than the, yeah.
Oh yeah.
For people that are listening, it's a T-Rex flying a jet plane, and that's less accurate than seeing more accurate than seeing a T-Rex fight a Stegosaurus.
Yep. I trying to think. I wish we could get. I'd love to see more horror with like marine animals that isn't like things like whatever Sharknado was. I don't even think that's a horror. I'm not even going to mention that one actually. But like
Rhizodus.
yeah, there it is.
That'd be a sick horror because you could just have like a lake town. Just you could basically near enough steal the story of what was that crocodile film where this woman was just like, oh, I found this cute crocodile, I put it in the lake and I started feeding it, and then it became massive and then started eating people.
Lake Placid.
And yeah, you could do like basically a similar story to Lake Placid, but with Rhizodus. And that would just be even more freaky. Like, I remember seeing the scene in Walking with Monsters with Hyheria. That just seeing the water splash around its face as it's pushing itself like to launch on land. That looks scary. Just fish faces in general, when they're flying towards you, and something of that size is pretty terrifying because they just had no emotion. It's just eyes, hungry abyss eyes looking at you. And the fact that Rhizodus could probably chase you up not at full speed, but pretty quickly push its way up onto land to get to you. Like, you can imagine people swimming, like, to get out of the water away from it, and then they end up on the shore, and they're like, oh, we're safe. They're trying to get their breath back, and the next minute it just thrusts itself onto the beach and grabs hold of you.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
I don't know if Dino's seen this, but when biology was playing Path of Titans for the first time, I showed up as a pliosaur because he was playing a crocodilian in the oceans. There's a part of that clip where I just torpedo out of the water and like onto land after him. Imagine that, but with like Rhizodus.
Wow, that'd be terrifying.
There was some very interesting news that came out. Actually, really exciting news about Edmontosaurus.
Yep.
That came out recently. So we can get to the sail and the crest on Anectons and stuff like that. One thing I haven't heard too much about is the back foot potentially have a hoof.
Well, they
What's
do have hooves. 3 hooves on each toe, 1 on each toe. These are pretty much confirmed hooves. Not like, don't think horses, think rhinos and tapirs. That's exactly what these hooves are. Yeah. They are huge. They cover like basically the whole toe. Like if you see old Edmontosaurus reconstructions, they have like these tiny little toes. That's conservative now. We now know they had these huge toes that were supported by pads on their feet. This is also incredibly notable because this is the first time that we know of hooves evolving, which means Edmontosaurus is like the first tetrapod to evolve hooves. It's the first reptile to evolve hooves, and it did all of that before mammals ever did, which of course, links into the tetrapod thing. So Edmontosaurus is a weird creature. We already knew that it had hoof-like structures on its forelimbs, but now we know that it has hooves on its back limbs too, and it just had huge feet. It's an interesting adaptation that is likely like that because it allows Edmontosaurus to stand on its hind limbs to, run away from prey. Gives it that extra support, which I think is really cool. And yeah, like Lakota mentioned, there is a crest on the back of it of its neck, and that leads into the rest. Like the crest moves all the way down the midline of its back. It's not quite a sail. It is a crest, basically, is what it's best being described as. Very similar to some modern day lizards. In fact, there's only one type of lizard that exists today that it's actually most similar like, and I can't remember the name of the lizard. But let me see if I can find it real quick.
Green thing about this big.
Yeah, a little
literally.
lizard that
saying.
big. Yep, little lizard that big. I'm gonna go ahead and send it into the chat. This is like the little lizard that they have next to it, Dean Lomax.
So cool.
Also, I can't remember his name. I'm trying to figure
So
myself.
yes, now every single Edmontosaurus depiction that you've seen is now technically outdated because things have been recontextualized with Edmontosaurus, and that I think is really cool. Yeah, Lakota when he was when he was when he was when he was in the VR chat, he turned into an Edmontosaurus from Prehistoric Kingdom. Technically, Prehistoric Kingdom has an outdated Edmontosaurus now.
Yep, everyone does. Man,
this is exciting news. Dinosaur mummies are difficult to come by, and something a lot of people always ask is like, why is Edmontosaurus so frequently? Because Edmontosaurus was extremely common. There was a lot of Edmontosaurs that lived in the environment, and so there was more of an opportunity for them to end up in the ideal conditions to be fossilized. These mummies, they probably died in flash flooding. That seems to be the leading idea. And they don't show any signs of scavenging, which means that they were buried very quickly. There's the lizard right there.
There it is.
Oh,
Little green dude, about to speak.
Interesting.
That is the only
so
creature that, like, the vertebrae, the way that they overlap with each other is only similar to this creature right here, this lizard. So Edmontosaurus is kind of like a giant tapir lizard, basically, in a weird sort of way.
To be honest, about the way you say this is so common, I sort of could coin it the seagull of the Cretaceous.
The seagull of the Cretaceous.
It's everywhere.
I was gonna compare it to deer, but yeah, I guess that works.
Yeah, can't get away from seagulls no matter where you go, inland, outland, in the sea.
There are no seagulls where I live.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah, I went up to Canada like ages ago, and we were driving around, and I was just mindless. I was like, "Is that a seagull?"
Would you
like, yeah.
Would you expect seagulls to be in Colorado?
No,
no, but I know they're there.
They are here.
I know they are.
They are.
What seagull do you have?
We don't have a seagull.
They chill in the.
I've always known seagulls through this. Our McDonald's is right across the street from Walmart. People would get McDonald's,
Chip thieves.
and they would drop fries and everything, so they would eat the McDonald's fries. So there's always seagulls at our Walmart, basically, just hanging out.
What kind of seagull do you have?
They are your. What do you mean? What kind of seagull? The basic kind, the best kind of seagull is what it is.
Yeah, we got diet seagulls.
The common gull.
I don't know the different types of seagulls because I don't like seagulls that much, but it's the kind. All I know is that I went down to Texas to Padre Island, which is an ocean or a beach, whatever. Yeah, these are the ones that we have here. And they're the same. They're the same kind there. Yeah, the common gull. Yes, I think I've heard that they make their nests around Denver, and that's why they come here. Like that's why they're around here. But I'm not too sure if that's correct. I never looked too deep into it.
Yes, seagulls are what we call our street cleaners. Where I live, it's like a party town. It's meant to be a family resort, but everyone gets drunk. They get chips and stuff like that. It ends up all over the floor, and then the seagulls are well fed every night. Mostly at weekends, they get very well fed, and so we have tons of these things everywhere. And they steal your food. They will fight you for your food. And they're not common to. They also eat a lot of small animals as well when there's not enough chips to be eaten, like people's chihuahuas, which is mad to think.
Yeah, that is.
One of our little handbag ones.
Yeah. Seagulls have killed chihuahuas before. Yes, this is true.
That's
they eat rats as well and stuff like that, which is mad. Yeah, just fight rats. But that's my favorite gull, little black-headed gull. Adorable little things.
Pretty.
But wish they were more friendly than the common gulls.
I like them.
Yeah. I remember I went to Colorado like ages ago when I was in high school, and I I remember seeing a lot of seagulls, and I think I was told that they like to stay around the like the lakes that are in the mountains because there's a lot of those lakes that get trapped in between mountains and stuff like that, so they'll stay around in there.
I can't
So
say I've ever seen any seagulls around the lakes. I've been to a lot of lakes in Colorado. They're always around the Walmart. Um, but
They won't need to go to the lakes.
I have seen pelicans in our lakes. I have seen those.
Mm.
That's cool.
I've never seen seagulls in our lakes, but pelicans, yes, not seagulls.
no,
So what's your common, scavenger bird where you live in Lakota? Now, what do you
Vultures.
see? Just like vultures.
Vultures
So
and
cool.
buzzards.
So, oh, my sausage roll got stolen by a vulture. Like,
No, and it's yeah, you see them pretty often. You got crows, ravens, vultures. Um, they're like driving to school. Sometimes like you'll see like a big deer that's been hit by something on the side of the road, and there's just like 20 like buzzards and vultures like all surrounding it and fighting each other for it.
the question is, what bird circles your McDonald's though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think anything does. You go to our McDonald's and Walmarts, there's like nothing there. It's just a McDonald's and a Walmart.
That doesn't sound
lucky,
right.
that-
That doesn't sound
No,
right.
that's,
Maybe
he's
crows,
clearly
but like,
living in a fake place.
I no seagulls, man. I don't know.
I think you're lying.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Come to Walmart with me. Come on, I gotta go do my grocery shopping anyway.
Is this the even real Lakota? Is this just a VR?
Yeah, this isn't really
Yeah.
him. It's just an avatar.
Oh.
Yeah, let me just take my face off. These new controllers are getting really out of hand.
Man,
Yeah, no, it's just I think like the most common birds you see, you've got robins, cardinals, blue jays, crows, ravens, occasional red-tailed hawk, bald eagle if you're lucky. But those rarely come down from like Arkansas and stuff. Vultures, swans, ducks. That's it. We don't really have. We don't even have pigeons really. I don't think I've ever seen a pigeon.
man.
Hmm.
Is this a real place he's from?
I don't think so.
It's
Doesn't sound
It's
like
not
it.
pigeons, not eagles.
I don't think he. I still think you're lying.
Yeah.
it's storks too,
I'm s-
but
I'm over here
I-
staring at you like that one guy from Dexter. Just like I know he's lying. I just can't prove it.
next time I go to Walmart, I'll take a video for you guys.
Okay. Well, yeah, but we need more. We need a little bit more data than that. Okay. You're gonna have to
Oh, yeah.
take video every time you go to Walmart. You understand?
Every time.
This is the scientific process, dude. We can't go off of one data set. That's not.
okay.
I don't make the rules.
Ecological,
The
demographic.
Edmontosaurus makes the rules. I don't make the rules. This fella does. Okay.
I'm
You're
starting to think you just want to know when I
outside
go
in the
grocery shopping.
rain. You go sit outside in the rain for 3 hours with a piece of paper. You got to tick off every species you see and how many.
That's gonna be really hard because we have a lot. We have like bird feeders, hummingbird feeders. We have a whole bunch of feeders in
You
our front yard,
better-
so we see just about everything.
You better be vigilant then.
Yeah. I remember at university we're doing an ecological study on one of the local ponds. I say ponds, it's a really big man-made pond. It used to be like an old mine that's turned into like a nature reserve. We were sat 3 hours, it was November, it was pouring down with rain. We weren't allowed to move. We had to sit in the same spot for about, I think it was about 3 hours. Ticking off every species we saw. Like, oh, there's a deer. Yeah, oh, an egret. Yeah. Oh, a few seagulls. And then it was like thousands of coots. Do you have coots?
What are coots?
What is a coot?
Oh, I'll show you what a coot
That
is.
sounds almost kind of bad, but it's not.
It does. I know, especially when
Bird.
you say it with an accent as well. It's even worse. They are adorable.
Oh,
Well-
I like them.
All you ever, I'll put it in the chat as well, but the
Yeah.
file's too big. Oh God,
They're
All
so
there was
rad
was-
looking.
They were everywhere. Just coots and the odd common moorhen. But I must have counted like nearly a few hundred coots.
The coot is very cute.
It is a cute bird, but
It is very cute.
when you've been sat in there for like nearly 3 hours in the rain, you're just fed up of seeing the same.
I like him. I like it. It's a very nice bird.
My grandfather was really into wildlife conservation, so he made my dad I think take some classes on that in college. And I remember my dad always telling me, he's just like, it's cool, but it's really boring because you're just sitting there listing everything you see for like 3 to 4 hours, and then you go home.
Man, it's like that's an egret.
Yeah, I've definitely seen them before. Very nice. Look at the blue around the eye. I love that.
Doing the behavioral studies, it's even worse. I remember I was tasked with watching the elephants at Blackpool Zoo for a few hours. They spent most of the time just sat there, just resting. I was like, you know what? It's just usually you do more than this. Come on, go and eat some food. And so the entire time, and you're doing like a thing you write down what they're doing every 5 minutes. It was as well. So it's still sleeping. Oh, just to make it look a bit interesting on the paper, it blinked its left eye, but not its right. But still resting.
kind of concerning, but
It winked at me.
Yeah,
suspicious.
I don't know why it did that. I don't like it. Can I go home now? Okay, so we've definitely moved on from the biggest discovery, of course, that being the Edmontosaurus. The rest of the podcast, we will be talking about Jurassic World Evolution 3.
Oh yes,
because we could do that now. We're allowed to do that now.
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Finally talk about all this stuff. Yeah. We're not under NDAs anymore.
Yeah.
Trying to hold it all in, like, oh god, like what? I want to say that. I want to say this. I want to talk about that. I can't.
Just can't do
it. What was y'all's favorite part about the game that we didn't get to talk about before now?
Sandbox.
Yeah.
Everything through sandbox.
Sandbox is definitely the highlight for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's so much fun.
The stories, I mean, the campaign's fine. I just don't get into that stuff as much.
Right.
Oh, I like the challenge mode. I've only played the first mission though.
I haven't tried it yet.
It kind of I don't know if the rest of the challenge mode is like this, but very JPOG vibe.
Oh, really?
Its missions, which I liked.
You would be the only one to know. So.
Yeah, well, I only played the first mission. I don't know if the rest of it follows suit. But yeah, it gave me that nostalgic feel that it's not just a case of you're building another park, but you just got to get to 5-star before you get wrecked by storms and debt.
Mm-hmm. There was a point, I think it was on release day, where all three of us were live at the same time doing our own thing. Dino was playing the campaign, I think. You were playing Sandbox Biology, and I was building a Walmart.
Yeah, do that Walmart.
It was so funny because I think one of you, I think Biology, you ended stream while I was still live, and then a handful of your viewers came in, and they're like, "Are you building a Walmart?" And I was like, "Yes."
What's the first thing you built, Dino?
First and only thing I've built so far is Delicate Arch from Arches National Park in Moab, Utah.
That came out really nicely.
They do good,
yeah. Thank you. I was pretty happy with it. I like you. I like using the rocks. I can't do the buildings. I can only do rocks.
First thing I built was nothing for really Jurassic World whatsoever. I was like, I can make some really interesting battle arenas for Friday Fight Nights. And I was like, I'm going to make Shipment from Call of Duty because I know all the ravers, people building it in Battlefield. So I was like, I may as well build it in Jurassic World and pit dinosaurs against each other. So I did Dulong versus Pachycephalosaurus. Which is pretty fun. And then I've built a few things out. I'm quite happy, really. I got 2 things still in the trending menu. So I made a very simple apex predator nest where I just put like the plants that change depending on what biome you're building in, with rocks and stuff around, and then a load of skulls and bits and bones knocking around. And called it apex predator nest. That's still trending, which I was like, oh, that's cool. I wasn't expecting that.
Nice.
And then I made a rock viewing gallery to go inside a 5-piece aviary. And I kind of was going for a little bit of the vibes from the aviary that we got in Jurassic World Evolution 1 with the Jurassic Park DLC, where it had like the viewing gallery in the in the middle of these rocks, and the pterosaurs could land on the rocks next to the viewing points. I thought that's pretty cool. But unfortunately, you can't raise the viewing galleries, because otherwise I would have had multiple on top of each other. So there's like different levels of height. But unfortunately, you can't do that. So it's just one viewing gallery with fake viewing galleries knocking around. That was quite fun to build.
Yeah.
That's also the trending. So quite happy.
That kind of cracked me up. A lot of creators, they had the chance to build a lot of things before the game released and had them on the workshop. And I saw a couple of videos when it came out. I was like, dude, seriously, the game has been out for 1 hour. Why is there already 16 pages?
I mean, by the end of the first day, it was like over 50.
It was. People are quick
Yeah.
regardless. But like the minute it went live, there was already like, what, 10 pages or something like that?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
And some of it was funny, like some of the things that are on there.
Yeah.
Like I nearly choked to death on a cup of tea. But I thought, you know what, before I add mine, I'll see what's been made. I just see Leaf and his nesting site with a neon sign called the Bone Zone. I was trying to drink my tea at the same time when I saw it as there, like choking, trying to. I was like, I wasn't expecting that at all. But it's the fact that the sides held up with bones as well.
It'd be really funny if it like actually lit up and it like the lights went down the
Flashed.
sides. Yeah. I actually found out live while playing the campaign that you can use that nest blueprint for the Maiasaur breeding. So I just threw down the bone zone in the middle of the campaign.
You've got the stuff from the funny stuff to the most spectacular stuff. Because obviously this game has brought a load of seasoned builders over from Planet Zoo. And like, so you got like people like Caesar, you've got Leaf, you've got SD, you've got Z. I can't remember them all, but like, what's his name? ZHL.
Oh,
You got
is that
Camel.
ZH plays, I think?
Yeah. You got Camel as well. So some of the builds in that shop are really spectacular, like really amazing stuff.
Mhm.
And it shows. It's kind of cool bringing the Planet Zoo people over, because then that means Evolution has like an even bigger roster of players. It's not just like, so a lot of people, I don't really want to play Evolution because it's basic and you can't do much. You could do a fair bit of it, but a lot of it is down to imagination. But now if it's free building,
it is like
oyster.
it is so tough to make like a bad looking enclosure now. Because like Frontier, they made it so easy to just like make nice looking enclosures, like especially with all of the new terrain tools and all of that. I'd even say that in that regard, it is a little bit better than Prehistoric Kingdom, because Prehistoric Kingdom, you can make some nice looking stuff, but it's not nearly as easy to achieve it, as it is in Evolution 3. So that's cool. That's great. I still think that like the breeding is better in Prehistoric Kingdom, but yeah, in that regard, I think the Evolution did a bit better. You can make some nice stuff, really. People are already making gorgeous stuff. See someone make the Halo ring?
Yeah, that was Camel.
That was so cool. Cool. Came out like the day that they announced Halo Campaign Evolved 2. I was like, I'm in a Halo mood, and you're posting this? Woo! Okay, perfect.
I was the same. I was like, oh wow, there's Halo. And oh wow, there's Halo Jurassic World. I'm like, what?
Perfect.
I was like, yeah, that's amazing. Well,
Yeah.
good day to be a Halo fan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, people are really making some awesome stuff so far in Evolution 3. Like I'm really impressed with this game overall. I think the Frontier did very good. There's obviously still some limitations that are a little bit frustrating when you're trying to build. It's like I'm trying to make things like I'm building like the tractor from Prehistoric Park, where they dressed it up to
the
look like
Triceratops.
yeah, I'm trying to build it, but you can only make the tires so big. So it's like it's still kind of like you scale it up, but it only grows a little bit. It's like, well, crap. What am I gonna do now? It's a little bit tough to try to figure out some things, but there's still workarounds for it.
The way I'd do it is I'd have multiple tires.
That's what I did.
Ring round and then
Yeah.
just put a centerpiece to hide the mess.
That's what I'm doing currently. That's like the only way that I was able to achieve it because those tires they don't get big enough to do what I want them to do.
Yeah, when I was making my Loki Ceratops house, which I think my video will come out tomorrow for that. I really wanted to like put like big tires down in the enclosure, like you see like rhino and elephant enclosures to knock them over, but like you said, they don't get big enough. I was like, it looked kind of pathetic having a little tire there,
especially compared to the Ceratopsian.
So I attached them to like rope, so a bit like some enclosures. Well, it wasn't rope; it's wire because we don't have any rope. But I just made the wire brown, so it looked a little bit like it. And I put the car tires on it because, like in some enclosures, you'll see that they put all these car tires on a rope between two poles, and then you put the food inside the tires, and then the animal's got to figure out how to get into the tire to get the food. And obviously, it's moving up and down this rope, making it even harder for them. Like, yeah, I was kind of bummed that they didn't put enrichment on there like they have in Planet Zoo, because I think that would have been so much fun to see like a Triceratops hit a ball around the enclosure like a rhino. So I was like, oh, I'll just make believe and make fake enrichment items.
We need stuff like that because currently the only thing people like is like, oh yeah, dinosaurs fight. That's it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's the same animations too.
Have you seen the baby animation for the baryonyx?
Yes.
Like between baby and parent? It's adorable. The way it just picks its baby up and walks off with it like a lion and its cub. I was like, that's cute. That's adorable.
I loved that. That was so good.
And then I had my favorite screenshots I've ever taken in an evolution game, and I made the Louisiana swamp, or stylized it on it as best as I could, and just Suchomimus sitting in the water the way it does. It just looks like a croc, just chilling on the top of the water.
It does.
It's the crocodile mimic, but
it's like I'm living up to my name.
Yeah, like it's just so cool. Like I was like, oh, that's the perfect screenshot.
Yeah. Look at that. Oh man.
And it was sat like that for a good while. It wasn't a case of like I paused the game and I was like, oh, I'll get the shot. I mean, I did pause it for the shot, but they were there for a bit. Like I'm just mooching.
Just feels like if you went to an actual like dinosaur zoo to see Suchomimus, there's a good chance that you would just see them just hanging out like this.
Yeah. Like, I know a lot of people are slightly down on the fact we didn't get a prehistoric crocodilomorph of any kind.
Not yet.
Well, not yet. There's still a chance. But I feel like this is
the mechanics are there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
absolutely.
I feel like we 100% will get something like Deinosuchus in the future. I'm more confident now than ever. We'll get that.
Be cool to see.
So it does appear that your cursor made a photo bomb.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which one?
The second one.
Oh
yeah,
you
got your cursor.
I've got two screenshots of that. I think so. I didn't know. I should delete that one to be honest, because I think in the other one, it is not there. I believe we just enlarge.
There we go. Man, I need to take some photography in like Jurassic World and Prehistoric Kingdom because I've gotten so used to doing it in Path of Titans. I just need to transfer that into these games. Oh man,
I've been loving doing that. This game is so pretty. It's just been so fun doing that in this game.
Oh yeah. I've had so many I love this one as well, with the print in the mud. Like I like how long the prints last in the sediment.
Yeah.
Like even in the water as well. Like seeing the Brachiosaurus walking, you see the prints in the sediment under the water. That's ace. And then I think, to be honest, Spinosauruses, anything like Spinosaurus, Suchomimus, Baryonyx in like a Louisiana style swamp background is just really pretty to look at.
It fits.
But like one of my biggest wishes though that we had was the lily pads as a decoration rather than a brush.
Oh,
Just trying to get like surface water plants is just like I faked it with the Suchomimus enclosure using the flattest looking brush to do it. But yeah, I've enjoyed making swamps in this game.
I wish you could pick
mean-
up and move the dinosaurs around like PK.
That'd be cool.
That would, yeah. There were so many times where I tried to do that, and then I remembered, oh, I
Yeah,
can't do
me
that.
too. This is like my brain's tricking me because it's like, yeah, this is one of those games because it's so creatively free. Oh, right, okay, can't do it.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Kai's toolbox as well, didn't you as well?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could in Kai's toolbox. I was used to that as well. Like I did a farewell video for Evolution 2, and I used to like to make the thumbnails. I'd like group all the dinosaurs together by using that. So I was already used to it when I was going into Evolution 3, and it was just, oh, okay, you're free for now. All right, you can go on.
Just
I think
gotta wait for Nexus mods.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite ways of getting like Predator chase photographs in Evolution 2, because I never used any of those kind of mods, is I'd make a massive bunch of like hadrosaurs or something, and then I'd put the T-Rex or the Predator in last, and then I'd come in behind them and chase them with the Jeep. And then I'd quickly shoot the Jeep off scene so that I could pause the game and it would look like the T-Rex or whatever Predator is chasing the herd. And just doing stuff like that to get a decent like chase photo where they all grouped up dead close.
That's awesome.
Imagine like biology in the driver's seat. He's like hanging out the window, honking the horn. It's like, come on, come on.
It's like, now you are Disney. Like, throwing all of those little rodents off
the lemmings, those poor
Yeah,
lemmings.
Yeah. No.
just pushing them off the cliff. Now I'm just pushing a T-Rex into a herd of
Nice.
Triceratops.
It's that.
It was like now you're Walt Disney.
I have a little hack with doing photography in Path as well. I want to see. Have I told you guys how I do this? Here, I'll show you this one. So I have this
That's
picture,
cool.
right? You know how I took this?
It looks like you might have taken one of them out of the image and then placed it into the other.
Yeah, is that dude in the background the one you placed in?
Yeah, because it kind of looks a little bit separated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
I
I've
gotta
done
do that
that.
sometimes.
I've done that quite a few times to varying levels of success because I don't have anyone to take photos with me in Path, and also no one uses the good-looking maps. So let's see, there was that one, and then where are the rest of them? I took like several of these, and then man, I can't find them now. Well,
Why is
crap.
this young Nanosaurus going after these old Pachyrhinosaurus?
Look in the wrong direction. It's blind. It's old. Illness is kicking in. Days are numbered.
Here we go.
Feeling brave. It's made the necessary calculations.
And there were those.
Oh yeah, I saw these ones. Okay, I was
Oh, that's
wondering. I was wondering about that, but yeah, that makes sense. Because when I saw that you posted this, I was like, how is it that he like got in the perfect position where someone was actually looking right when he was roaring? Because players are never that nice. And I was like, oh, he probably takes pictures of someone. But yeah, that makes sense now.
Nope. Just Photoshop, and I actually that one with the Tyrannotitan, that one took like several attempts to get on because it's the PT Argent. I could never get the lighting right on the Argent in order to make it look right.
I still think the best screenshots you've ever taken is the one we were just free roaming as Alioramus and came across Titans hunting down an Argentinosaurus. That was
Man.
such a cool moment as well. It's like, oh wow, this is quite the fight.
Man, I need to make a documentary on Path. That's what I need to do. I need to
Oh,
find
yeah.
enough people to help with that. I do have actually. So when I was doing that, and we'll get back to Jurassic World Evolution in a second, but when I was doing stuff with PT Semi Realism, there was uh uh yeah, here it is. We did a migration herd, and yeah, I took some photos for that as well.
This is the one I was in.
It might have been, yeah.
I think it's the first ever migration I'd ever been in, and you're like teaching me through it.
Man, uh, I've got like a bunch of like solo pictures. Um, but yeah, I need to take more pictures in Jurassic World Evolution 3
Oh,
because
it's
like
good
Diana
for
was
it.
saying, yeah, like Diana was saying, it's so hard to make like a bad enclosure. So man, I just got to use the paleo accurate stuff.
I tell you what, it's confusing me for a while because like when I'm building, I like it to be bright. Um, and I was like, every now and then it goes really dark. And then I was like, hang on a second. So it's a first person view and looked up and it was the clouds going over the sun. I was like, I was not expecting that level of detail. I was like, geez. It's cool, but it's annoying when I'm building. Like, why is it dark? I don't like the dark.
Who
Um,
turned off the sun?
so I take it we're all basically messing around in sandbox mode when we played campaign and challenge mode.
At the moment,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, it's obviously a beautiful game for taking screenshots in because of the lighting and the different effects. But the question is, what would you need as an improvement to the game? What do you feel like you would like to add to the game as an improvement?
Currently, my biggest issue is what I just mentioned. I think you need to make objects bigger and smaller. Like I think that there needs to be a little bit more leniency.
Leeway.
If I want to make like huge tires, I should be able to, even if it's not
Continent tires.
exactly practical.
Welcome to Jurassic Tire.
Jurassic tire. If I want
Or
to,
you know what you could do? Here's an idea for a park biology. There's a part in the movie Cars, or at least in like one of the segments of like the animated shorts for Cars, where they go to a dinosaur themed park, and it's all like car dinosaurs. You should make a car dinosaur park.
It's like what are the dinosaur transformers? Primal or something like that.
Dinobots.
Dinobots, yeah. Like just make them out the car. They're in the game.
Mm.
Oh, what would be your biggest improvement?
So I think I have two. One is that I was seeing a lot of people online complaining that there's a very harsh build cap on console at the moment. We're all on PC, so we
Yeah.
haven't had to deal with that. But it's a pretty harsh build cap on console. Um, I know that that has to do with making sure things
Performance.
don't break. Yeah.
they're working on it though,
And
aren't they?
Yeah,
I hope
yeah,
so.
they are working on
Because
it.
didn't we get an email that was talking about that?
Yeah,
Did
we
we?
did.
I haven't checked my emails in a minute.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
we got an email to like so we can pass on the information if it ever comes up and people mentioning it.
Yeah, so here's
Yeah,
us
Mhm.
passing on that information. If you're struggling with that, they are working on it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's a known issue. They're going to
Yeah.
sort it out.
Yeah.
The testing in house at the moment, see what's doable. Obviously, this limitations put in place. Like the Xbox and PS5 are pretty powerful, but still not PC powerful.
hmm
Like
Mhm.
it's got to be limitations in that sense because otherwise you're going to have a game that crashes all the time. You're going to save files that you will never be able to open again. And like,
Mm.
what would you sooner have more happen to you? You reach the limit, or you spend hours on a park and then one day not be able to load in because it just can't handle it. It's that kind of what would you prefer?
Yeah.
I know I would not want the limit to I like the idea of a limit because I also hate the idea of losing a park. I remember once spending ages making a Site B park, which is an archipelago, but because I wanted oceans, like with actual life in them, I had like three main islands, and everywhere else was lagoons. And it got to the point where I'd built so much in that, had so many dinosaurs, the file wouldn't even open anymore. Like, it just shit. I spent hours on that. I was gutted. So yeah, I'd sooner reach a cap limit than lose a park. You spend a good time doing. Never being able to visit again.
No. And then probably another thing I'd change as well, and this was my biggest disappointment. It's the herbivores. They're not able to fin the hadrosaurs, the sauropods. That infuriated me still.
Sauropods will literally just like let their babies die.
Yeah.
That's like, what the frick are we doing, man?
I mean, that's kind of
it's
on par with what happened.
It's accurate. Don't get me wrong in that way, but I thought that this was finally gonna be like they were finally gonna take this chance to make it so that sauropods will actually do something, but they still don't. It's so dumb.
I find it more weird that they look after the babies.
Yeah, that is also not really accurate, but
it's more the case of may the odds be in your favor.
they need to like fully commit. It's like, oh, if I'm gonna take care of you, but if there's a freaking T-Rex, you're on your own, man. I'm not dealing with that.
I would still love to see an animation of like the Brachiosaurus just rearing up and then pushing all its weight on top of a carnivore, and there being a 50-50 chance if the carnivore dodges that or not.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool to see.
Oh yeah.
And then
want a sauropod to just kick like a theropod in the face. Something, man.
I don't want to see some sauropod violence. Just picks up a guest from above the fence and drops it.
I don't know. Yeah, I'd even like settle with like theropods avoiding like fully grown sauropods simply because they're just too big. Like,
They did an evolution one.
I know they did. And then evolution.
It was only the Indominus
Yeah,
Rex.
I remember that. And I thought that was still the case in evolution too. So I think I remember putting like a T-Rex with Brachiosaurus and then it freaking killed them. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I guess you could do that now. All right, whatever.
And,
here's Timmy just living his life. Now Timmy's been decapitated.
And it is unfortunate because that also leads to like misconceptions. Like I got asked yesterday, it's just like, is there any sauropod that could take down T-Rex? And I was like, yeah, a majority of them actually. A Bronto could do it.
That makes me so sad, man.
This is a fossil record. This is a massive bone bed of dead sauropods. Like, how did they all die? Oh, just due to that one T-Rex over there.
It was
they
bored.
All tried running away.
It was bored. It's like, you mean to tell me that you think that like the 10-ton theropod is gonna take down this freaking 30+ ton sauropod? Like, what the frick? Whatever.
It'd be like watching a house cat take out a water buffalo.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically.
What was that one comic from like the 1800s that showed a bear beating a T-Rex?
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I was just looking at the other day. Didn't it end with something like mammals will always be superior or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Mammal superiority.
It was a big bear too that they portrayed. It was a very big bear. It was like
a cave bear.
Yeah. I was just at the museum the other day and someone was showing me that. It was hilarious. I should have saved it.
Yeah, what was there was one drawing of like a bear jumping off a cliff towards the T-Rex, and it just had the caption "No fear."
I found it. I'm gonna send it real quick. Because this is just hilarious. It's old, but send it.
The problem is when you type in bear taking on T-Rex, it's just full of AI junk.
Should be showing up in the chat here in a second. I don't know why it's taking so long.
Yeah.
So it's like seeing a T-Rex being attacked by an animal, they expect it to be a honey badger more than anything.
Yeah. I I recently saw there was a video that came out not too long ago of a honey badger attacking an elephant.
Yeah, they just don't know. They don't have a fair
Yep,
saying.
there it is.
Imagine a battle between a dinosaur and a modern mammal such as the grizzly bear. Who would win? Tyrannosaurus had great bulk and a tough hide, but he was slow moving and slow thinking. The agile grizzly, with its cunning and long lasting energy, might well win.
You know,
The really
kind of makes me-
undersized T-Rex.
Yeah. Or a big grizzly.
It's Arcodus.
I wonder how much damage a grizzly would do to a T-Rex whilst trying to defend its cubs.
Not enough.
It's kind of no, probably not. You'd have to avoid the jaws.
Yeah, one bite and
That's
you're
for sure.
done. You're done.
You just
Yeah.
hear his skull crush.
And then there was a there was this comic by I don't actually know who the author is. I'll have to find him later. But this one's been floating around the internet for a while now.
Oh yeah. This is
It's
based
based
off
on a
of that.
Darth Vader.
Yeah, I was about to say it's that Darth Vader panel.
Sick. I was surrounded by fear of dead mammals.
There's actually like since we're on this topic, there has been like a huge debate online like right now about mammals versus dinosaurs.
Really?
And yeah, because like as of now, they're doing people are debating the short-faced bear versus an Allosaurus. That was one that I keep seeing pretty often.
I mean, I'd love to see a Calicotherium just take on something like a Ceratosaurus. That'd be a fun fight to see.
Calicos are so weird, man.
Just weird horse gorilla things.
Yeah. But yeah, there's like a huge like I've been getting videos of people going back and forth on it. It's mostly slideshows and stuff of people talking about it, comparing anatomy, and I'm like, okay.
Why
like,
is
I don't have a
everybody
side in
so
this.
obsessed with animal fights? Why is that all anybody
Yeah.
cares about?
Because it's all nature is. It's about warfare.
I guess so. And see, now if we
yeah.
look at this old mythical match picture, that has always been the topic of
Yeah.
many debate or whatever.
Yeah. The second we found dinosaurs, we were like, I wonder what we could put up against it to fight.
It's like
it.
they're over here looking at a Triceratops skull, and it's like, yeah, a tiger could beat that.
we truly have not developed far enough from the Colosseum days.
I guess not.
No.
I guess not.
I'm just waiting to see, about 50 years down the line with colossal bioscience, and someone like some rich millionaire just does something like some stupid, I don't know, 100 pine martens versus one oviraptor. Who would win? That's all I'm waiting for. The future's wild.
That was a good show.
But yeah, probably going back to Jurassic.
Evolution 3.
Yeah, sauropods. Yeah, I'd love to see them fight.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them defend themselves.
Yeah.
On the idea of sauropods, and this comes back around. What's your favorite release animation? Because mine is definitely the Patago Titan. That thing is gorgeous when it comes out of the hatchery.
Yeah,
It's adorable.
because it's like way bigger than I thought it was gonna be, so it like caught me off guard, and I'm like, this is sick. This is awesome. And it's got its proper front limbs too and everything, so it's pretty cool. Dang, biology's right. All we do is think about his feet.
Oh yeah, it's whereas I was looking at those Loki Ceratops
Look at
God
them
damn.
feet.
beautiful. I think I actually go into detail making sure that the majority of screenshots I get of Loki is just that its feet are definitely in the shots.
And it really is tragic because that was the first thing I said about Loki on stream when we saw it. I was like, look, it's got the proper feet.
Like
Look
every
at its
screenshot
toes.
I've taken of it, it's just to make sure I don't cut off those feet. That's
Yeah,
where
look
the
at them
money's at.
toes. Oh,
I like when it let down. Like if I do make like a little ball as an enrichment, I'm gonna wait till one of them lies down. So it kind of looks like it's holding a ball already.
yeah. Man, those are really good. I love those colors on it.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite color set for Loki. I like the blue and the orange and the black. The hints
Yeah.
of red here and there as well.
How great is it that we can actually preset the colors or like look at the colors before we release the animal now?
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you, Frontier.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much because I very much do. I can't tell you how many times I'm like, yeah, those colors will probably look pretty good. And then I release it and it's like, oh no, it's ugly.
Then you have to sell it.
Yeah.
And in this case, it saves you a little bit because you've got to rewild all these animals.
Yeah. And send them back out
And-
to the wilds of Japan. My favorite thing to do.
Just
I-
there in like Montana, and then you open up like this massive horse trailer. You slap the T-Rex on the back of the leg. Go free, buddy. Go back to the wild.
It's like you're like
The-
recreating
the
that whole
rancher.
that whole spirit thing where it's like looking back at you like, oh, are you sure? He's like, go get lost. You're free.
Good luck,
You know what I mean?
boy.
Go
Don't
home.
look back.
Go home.
Tears running down your face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you
Miss
imagine,
Jeremiah.
Is it like off in the distance? There's this mortified rancher watching as it like heads.
It goes straight for his farm. It's like, Ma! Ma! No, Ma!
I picked the wrong time to make that joke. He's trying not to spit on his drink.
Don't die, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. Might have killed him.
Man,
Breathe.
Jesus.
Breathe.
Yeah. That was brilliant. Yeah.
He's got his anywhere.
Man, they killed me that night.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. I'd love to see that. It's like 2 weeks later, so like you're looking at the news. Family mauled to death at camping site by T-Rex. Here's the trail cam footage. Like that looks a little bit Jeremiah. Did we release it last week? Oh yeah. But yeah,
The whole
course.
thing with like rewilding these animals is so absurd to me. I was like, I even pointed it out with the trailer. I was like, what? What do you mean? What? Where? Where to? Where are you sending them?
It's okay. They're gonna be dead in a few years.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
True.
They don't make it in the wild.
Yeah. Unless it's near the equator, you're gonna lose them.
Oh, I think the biggest thing that I want to see added. So, don't get me wrong, I love the island generator. It's amazing, nostalgic, a really good, the right foot in the right direction with it.
Mm.
The only thing I don't like about it's landlocked, like completely, like in the sense of you can't build on the beaches, you can't utilize the water. I wished that they did it like JPOG, where the water was the cutoff. So then they couldn't go any further than the water. So like they could get into there for like probably 2 meters, and then they would have to like it's too deep or whatever, and then they come back to land. Because something I used to like, one reason why I make islands in Squarebox, anyways, in Evolution 2 was because my way of getting to the island was a port. So you build your port, and then I liked having my lagoons on the edges of the islands. So then it was a bit like, like how a lot of sea life centers tend to be on the coast. Obviously, there's inland sea life centers, but when you see sea life centers on the coast, they tend to utilize the ocean near them. That kind of thing. But that's the only thing I hope in the future, that we get to like use the ocean that's around our island rather than just staring at it on the beach going, "You look nice down there." But you ain't no use to me.
I agree with that. I like these whole borders are still kind of a problem when it comes to building. It's better, but it still is a little bit of a problem.
Yeah.
No. Oh man. No, I wish we had gotten more things with the deep water. I
Oh yeah.
wish we had gotten like I I'm willing to bet Notho. I don't know about Archelon, but I'm willing to bet that Notho will come back at some point and it'll be like you can release it into a terrestrial enclosure, but it needs like a ton of deep water.
Hmm.
I don't know.
That'd be cool.
It would
I
also
mean,
been cool to have like an ocean enclosure,
seriously,
but
I'd love Archelon to still not be lagoon locked. It'd be nice to
Hmm.
see them. And now I can finally say that because for ages, as like when I was talking about lagoon stuff, I was like, I still want to talk about that, but I still can't talk about it because one of my biggest wishes was to have our marine reptiles be able to be put into lagoons or normal water sources, which we
Hmm.
still can't do. There's still kind of lagoon locked, but you can make your lagoons look really nice.
You can, because
and
you
look
can
part of the
surround.
local environment.
Yeah, you can surround all of the man-made stuff with rocks, and it looks very good. It looks very good. It looks like
Oh
it's a
yeah.
part of it all.
One of my favorite things to do at the moment is make really shallow lagoons using like the rocks to like level the ground up. Because then I have these like deep areas and then these really shallow lagoon areas, and then they're kind of like, oh, that's the plesiosaur nesting ground. I can't
Hmm.
remember which. To be honest, it wasn't even plesiosaurs they were doing it with. It was prehistoric whales, where the Basilosaurus was chasing Dorphodon. Is it called?
Are you talking about from Walking with Beasts?
Yeah.
It was like the little elephant relative. I can't remember what it was called though.
No, not when it was in the mangroves. When it was in the, it was chasing his smaller cousin, and they
Oh,
had like breeding grounds where they're keeping the babies in these shallow lagoon areas.
I know what you're talking about, but
Hmm.
I don't know any creature names.
But yeah, I was doing that with the plesiosaurs. So it was like this little shallow area, and seeing the plesiosaurs to swim over the shallow area was beautiful. I was like, oh, that's nice. Like it looks, it looks really good. And all the buildings you can add into lagoons also add to it. That you can make your own fake viewing galleries and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
underwater tunnels. So there's a lot of creative freedom with that.
Yep.
Before I came on here, or a bit earlier today, I should say, I saw someone's made the underwater laboratory from Jurassic Park, the game. You know, the one where you see the
Oh,
Tylosaurus attacking them.
Yeah. That's cool.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's
I gotta
cool.
check
Yeah.
that out.
I was so happy when I found out that you can do stuff like that to the lagoon and the aviary. Put like giant cliffs for the pterosaurs. There's some cool stuff you can do. Like and the lagoons and aviaries, they were so hard to make look nice in the second game, but now they look really good.
Oh yeah. I love like all the arches you can make. I've made for the ichthyosaur enclosure. I haven't put it out yet, but you know, like in Walking Dinosaurs, the babies are all hiding in those loads of weird cave-like structures with all the coal. I made that. I've just seen the ichthyes like swim through it. My favorite angle right now, if you go to the bottom of the lagoon and look up, you have all these different arches, and you see the ichthyes swimming around it. Oh, that's so cool. Like. I
I gotta
spend a lot of my time just staring at lagoon creatures.
Now we just need more.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
More aviaries
I'd
are
kill
looking
for
up.
lead sig fees.
Mm,
Lead sig fees would be cool.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You don't get to see that guy often, which is unfortunate.
Not
It's
one of the
only
biggest fish we've ever discovered.
yeah. I can't really think of like another appearance in like a video game other than the one in Ark.
I can't think of any. I think Ark is the only video game I've seen it in.
Yeah.
That isn't
Yeah.
a mod, anyways.
Yeah. I know we're getting an empath at some point, and that's going to be, once again, we always say, riveting gameplay.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's 24-hour stream of filter feeding. Can't wait.
Yeah. We gotta do like all three of us a subathon, and like we're just like doing circles around Gondwa, just filter feeding.
Try and get as many people, like getting this a server where there's not too many rules, and just get as many people as lead sick fees following. So it's just a huge herd of, or swarm? No,
Ooh.
school maybe. Yeah, it's a fish,
Yeah.
isn't it? School. The
Yeah.
school of lead sick fees just circling the island. That'd be cool.
That would be cool, man. I could definitely see myself putting on some like chill music in the background and just like idly playing lead for like
Got
days.
It's got to be whale sounds.
That's always an interesting one for me when they added the shark to Path, like the mod for that one, because like that I don't think the shark makes sounds, but then they added dunk, and then the dunk makes sounds, and it's weird. Like, That was also another thing with Evolution 3. Why does the Megalodon make sounds?
It's cool.
Yeah, because it's
Cool.
Yeah.
it's a It has a presence. It has a presence with it.
I mean, some fish do make sounds. There was a fish that almost started a war. In the somewhere around Norway. And I'm trying to think what the fish is called, but he makes this really loud clicking sound that echoes through the ocean. And I think it was the height of the Cold War, and he thought it was Russian spy equipment or something like that.
I think I've heard of that.
It nearly kicked off a war. Yeah, and that was a fish. It took them a while to realize it was a fish that was making this noise. It's a really loud, like clicking noise. I'm just vaguely going off my head what it was, but I can't remember the name.
Imagine that meeting. It's just like, sir, we've tracked down the source of the strange anomalous noise. Is it a Russian submarine? Is it their sonar? It's a fish.
They nearly went to war over as well. It's quite quite something. But yeah, Megalodon making a noise. That's just it's a rule of cool.
Yeah,
It makes
don't
a
think
cool
about it too
noise.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, what is everyone's favorite animal in the game?
God, that's so hard for me to pick.
You only got to pick one.
Not Alamo. Patago Titan has my favorite release animation, but I think my favorite animal that I'm going to be using, it is a close tie between Loki and Yudi. Those two are my favorites, so I'll be using those often.
What about you, Dino?
Sorry, what was the question again?
What's your favorite dinosaur so far in the game? What animal?
So I've really been liking the Utah Raptors, but that's just more of a, for some reason I've been really obsessed with the Utah Raptor recently. In terms of like new creatures, I've loved the Protoceratops. They've been awesome.
Oh yeah.
Protoceratops.
They're
Absolutely
awesome.
adorable.
Yeah.
So
I wish
Carnotaurus is always going to be my favorite. Always.
course.
New species, Gulong. But I think my favorite thing I've enjoyed watching the most is, especially with its babies, is Chrono.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those were nice.
Is it me, or just the movements of the animals changed in the lagoons a bit? Like, I feel like Chrono feels less stiff in this game than Evolution 2, but I don't know if that's just my mind playing on me because I'm just obsessed with the baby interactions with the adults.
They might have tweaked it a little bit, yeah.
The babies do like seal pups in my eyes.
They're so round.
They are, aren't they? It's adorable.
Big old eyes.
It gets me excited to see Liplorodon come back. Like, I don't know what I feel like they will do. I just have like a little inkling of a feeling they will make a new model to go with the Frontier model of Liplorodon.
They might.
Which would be cool to see.
If the Deinonychus is any indication, of course.
Because I feel like Liplorodon's the second most famous for being the most ugly.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Up there with Dinosaurus as well.
Oh god,
Yes.
Korakar.
I can't stand that.
Was Korakar a DLC creature or a base game in this one?
The space game is in the first game.
Base game.
I don't know.
Yeah.
In my head, I don't know why I kept thinking it was a DLC creature.
No,
Fucking
it's
wild,
been-
like-
No, it has
Korakar.
been with the franchise since the very beginning, or the series rather. With the first game.
Shows how little attention I've paid.
I know, right?
Oh man. Even then, like I was saying with the ugliness, I still think Liplorodon looks kind of cool. It's like a hybrid.
Yeah. I think it looks dope. It's kind of reminds me of like a fully aquatic Anguirus.
Very villainous looking as well, I think.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of the Tylosaur from the Telltale game too. Just a bit. Not too
Yeah, I
much.
see what you
Maybe
mean
in
by
the hold on. Maybe I haven't seen that in a minute. Hold on.
I just realised the water looks more blurry in Evolution 3. Like the water has a bit more depth to it in
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
Huh. Compared to Evolution 2's.
Have you guys seen the Tylosaurus in Jurassic World, the game?
Yeah.
Yes, I love the look. Looks cool.
It's so goofy looking.
It is. I agree.
It looks like one, but it's still cool. Like it's just basically a big old crocodile without his legs and a paddle tail. Oh wait, oh no, I'm thinking of the clickbait one. Oh no, it's
Yeah,
You're thinking of the Telltale one.
you were thinking of
Yeah.
Jurassic Park, the game.
Yeah, also man.
Yeah, this one
It
is
just
so.
looks like a
The head shape is actually pretty accurate, but the rest of it's kind of
Yeah.
weird.
hippo body with weird sea lion arms.
Yeah. Man. Oh wait, this means Tylo's coming back to Evolution, right? That was base game
Yeah,
list.
it is.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
wait.
because I actually really did like that model.
did
Oh,
you?
right. Tylosaurus was in Evolution 2. Huh, I forgot.
Yeah. I didn't mind that model.
Yeah,
I thought it looked really good.
It was pretty decent.
Could have used
There
some
it
lips,
is.
but other than that, no notes.
Yeah.
Like, where is?
Hold on, let me see here. Man. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah,
was
what the
thinking.
fuck?
I thought that looked cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a classic design, of course.
Telltale. I'm really happy to see that Telltale's coming back, actually. Like, a little bit of a side note. Not like the game studio itself, but like the people who did and like worked on the Telltale games are like making new projects. They had a game
Well,
come
you-
out recently. It was Dispatch.
What new projects are you working on?
Yeah, well, there's Dispatch, which has come out recently. They got Aaron Paul, aka Jesse Pinkman, to do the main character.
Oh,
They got Moist Critical to do one of the characters. Jacksepticeye's in there. Young Gravy, for some reason, is in there.
Moist Critical.
Yeah. I feel like we've had this conversation before.
I probably know who
like,
it is. I just forget every time.
It's the guy with the internet Jesus.
Oh, the long hair
Guy
guy.
who always talks a little something like this.
Oh, right, yeah. No, I
Talks
know who
about
he is.
whatever he wants to.
Isn't it gay? Is it so that looks animated, like an anime?
Yeah.
Because I've seen he's in something
No.
like that.
Yeah. That's pretty interesting. All right. Well, I think we're just over time now. And
We
I
are
feel like we talked about-
significantly.
Yeah.
Oh.
We had a lot to talk about. Went off the rails a fair bit.
How long have we been doing? Or what's our time at?
We are at an hour 40.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We're about to hit 2 hours. I think we've talked about everything important. What we did, reviews and everything with Jurassic World Evolution 3 out now. New updates with Edmontosaurus, which are awesome. and of course a little bit of spooky stuff at the start for Halloween. Happy Halloween to everyone, by the way. This will
Yeah.
be the last video in October, so
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and wrap it up here then. So yeah, again, to reiterate, happy Halloween, everybody, and we will see y'all later.